the opportunities, and I want Mary to start with like what are the opportunities specifically in the markets that you have been, if you can, just mention the specific markets, the Ghana market, the Dubai market, and also the UK market, like in like an overview, what are the major opportunities in those markets, and if you can also give us a bit of numbers, so that we can actually just gauge the opportunity, the size of the market.
Okay, so I just like to begin with the Ghana market. And okay, so with Ghana markets, basically it is the forex return with the prime area investing. So with Ghana, most investors would like to invest in sort of like the upscale neighborhoods. And with
Okay.
those markets, you tend to have your returns come back to you in FX, which is one major, drawback with the Nigerian market. I'm sorry to say. I mean, all markets have their advantages as well as their disadvantages.
Yeah, by FX you mean in dollars?
Yes, in dollars specifically.
Yeah.
So the official currency for the Ghana country, for Ghana as a country, is cedis, right?
Okay.
But then with the prime neighborhoods, that's like the upscale neighborhoods, likes of cantonments, Laboni, airport residential, the prime areas in Ghana, you actually have your returns in dollars. Okay, so even if you do not have the physical dollar, you would have an equivalent in the Ghana currency. So it's sort of capped on the dollar. Yeah, so that's like the major benefit. Besides that, so with investing, right, one very crucial thing is the business environment or the investment environment. And that's another advantage with the Ghana market. So Ghana is known for its peace. It's a very peaceful country, especially in Africa. And being in West Africa is the second largest English-speaking country. Okay, so they have that advantage. Politically, they're very stable. Economically, it's resilient. The country has done well for itself. The electricity is seen to be considerably stable as well. So when it comes to West Africa, they have an edge over Nigeria a little bit. And even when you have, when it comes to, that's what I just said, when it comes to electricity, it comes to the political environment as well as economic environment as well, it does have a bit of stability. Okay, so it's wise for investors to try to diversify a little bit. So it's more like you're not putting all of your eggs in one basket. So if you do have investment in Nigeria for the purpose of this is my home country, and of course I should definitely have a chunk of it for myself and for my generation, it's also wise of you to spread a little bit more to, still in Africa and West Africa most importantly, but then have something in another economy. So it's you just diversifying a bit more and sort of having to benefit from what the country has to offer. Now,
before you go forward, just add to that, Ghana also has an extensive coastline. So Ghana also has some of the cities actually facing the Atlantic. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So all of those things, and there was a year where they had the
year of the return.
Exactly. Yeah. So that year and beyond that, they've sort of encouraged Americans, especially African Americans, to come back home and identify with their culture as well as their origin. And with that, we've had like loads of African Americans come back to invest in Ghana just to feel that home, that kind of home feeling, and just be rest assured that they have their brothers and sisters that they can communicate with and just network with and just feel at home, basically, away from the city and from having to be all their life in America, to just have that peace, especially when they're back in Africa. Yeah. And then the security situation again. So Ghana is pretty much safe, I would say. Ghana is a country where you can work out in the night and you're safe. All of those things directly or indirectly affects our investment, right? So yeah, Ghana has done well in that angle. And when it comes to property taxes as well, yeah, Ghana does very well with that. So there are really no property taxes in Ghana. And besides that, yeah, so that's another thing, FX, property taxes. And beside that, so they have a structure where you really don't need to be there to actively manage your property, but then you can just passively benefit. Okay, so you have like property management services, and most providers and developers have like, you know, their own property management company as part of the group. Okay, so they just sort of simplify everything for investors that way. If you find yourself in West Africa, in Ghana, and you just want to enjoy the African life, you have like free accommodation basically. They've also gone beyond to offer products like the UAE market. So that's you know, this hotel sort of investment where you just purchase basically, and you have the whole apartment furnished for you, and you can just walk in with your suitcases, spend the night, depending on what arrangement you've made with the hotel. And they have like an international management company as well. So all of those arrangement, yes, does benefit investors in Ghana, in the Ghana market. And
I don't even know if I want to hear about UK or Dubai anymore. She just told
now